So let's move on here to another team that we've talked about that's definitely on the rise, and I think Stevie Eisman has been doing a fantastic job. The Detroit Red Wings here, they were 6th in the Atlantic with a 32-40-10 record, 74 points, 12th in the East and 25th in the league. Their head coach is Derek Lalonde, replacing Jeff Blashill. They lost Riley Barber, Turner Elson, Sam Garnier, goalie Thomas Greiss, Dan Renouf, Mark Stahl, and goalie Calvin Picard. They signed Jake Wallman and Mark Pescic, Philip Zadina, Andrew Kopp, Ben Sherratt, Dominic Kubalik, David Perron, and Ollie Mata. Some top names right there. The notable UFAs is actually Danny DeKeyser. He had 11 assists last season. Danny DeKeyser, I think, has been a solid player for the Detroit Red Wings. Maybe 11 assists last season might not be enough, but I thought he was a great player all around. For trades, the Red Wings traded their 2022 third-round pick to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for goalie Ville Husso. So adding some depth goalie-wise with Ville Husso. Ville Husso was getting the job done. Binnington was kind of shit in the bed there in St. Louis Blues last season, and Ville Husso was up there to bring on the task. Great pickup here for the Detroit Red Wings. How you feeling about this? How you feeling about Stevie Eisman?
I think Stevie Eisman's the man with the plan. He really knows his scouting team. He knows his, young prospects very well. He'll take a chance on a guy that he really thinks can get the job done. I feel like he can see an it factor in a player off the ice and in their personality more than any other GM in the league.
Mm-hmm.
The only other person I would compare it to is maybe like a Bill Guerin in Minnesota. Like, I think those two guys just kind of are like the model GMs, and I think this is the year that this team needs to make the next step. These young players that he's giving these opportunities and giving the ice time to. I'm looking at their daily faceoff now. They have 6 players on their roster, like starting lineup, that don't have, numbers listed. So he's very willing to throw a guy in and give an opportunity. Andrew Kopp, David Perron, he's got veteran presence, he's got size, he's got speed, he's got youth. Mm-hmm. This team has a little bit of everything. I think the only question mark is going to be goaltending. Little weird. Husso and Nedeljkovic, I think that's 2 other goalies around the league that maybe he thinks they have that it factor. They are the young guys that kind of proved themselves on the teams they were on before, and then he sees that, picks them up, and buys high on them. Mm-hmm. And, it kind of seems unorthodox to not have, I guess, a proven goaltender in at least one of your 2 spots. But I think this is the year that they really need to prove it, and I think that this is going to be a good year for the Detroit Red Wings.
We talk about the 1A, 1B, and I don't think this is it because both of these goalies, Ville Husso and Alex Nedeljkovic, are both just solid backups. Mm-hmm. So, again, just good goalies, but we're looking at 2A, 2Bs here with these guys. So
yeah, I mean, I see like starter, right? So you have either starter, backup, and you have 1A, 1B. Mm-hmm. I see these 2 guys as backup.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. They have the defense here. Picking up Ben Sherratt from the Panthers last season is going to be huge. Moritz Seider, he's got to keep those wheels turning just like he did last season here. Moritz Seider actually most rookies in the NHL in assists last year, which was 43, and 50 points for 4th most among rookies in the NHL. And again, if we want to go back to the Buffalo Sabres, Owen Power, this is throughout his first NHL season. So I don't know, maybe.
I think teams are realizing every team needs a Cale Makar and Adam Fox, a blue line just wizard. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A forward on the blue line that is defensively responsible as well.
Right.
And I think that the Moritz Seider here and the Owen Power there are the 2, it factors for these teams, and creates a locker room presence and a blue line presence that the team definitely needs.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm loving watching this Detroit team come up. I like seeing what Stevie Eisman is doing. I mean, we want to go back to one of the numbers that's not even on there, and it's defenseman Simon Edvinsson, who hasn't played an NHL game yet. He last year played for Frölunda HC in Sweden last season. So just the guy that's like, I'm gonna throw you right in and see what you can do.
And even a guy like Pius Suter, a guy you don't even think of, but he's young, he's kind of new to the league, and he's going to get his minutes and his ice time here, and he's not going to be, reprimanded and sat on the bench for screwing up.
Right.
Seeing him as a third line center, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of like good young players on this team, and that's why I put them in the 5 seed here.
Okay.
I actually just last minute flipped them with Ottawa too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got them in the 5 seed.
So add a different coach too to that. Derek Lalonde coming into a team that's in the middle of a rebuild, I would say. Not rebuilding, but in the middle of a rebuild.